Well, good morning campers. Here we are, sat in the traffic. 11:42. You wouldn't think at 11:42 there'd be so much of it, but this is all day for York. It was never designed to have so much car traffic. The bus services, I think they do the best, but they don't ever seem to do enough. And we're on his way to the MOT place, and I've not got much confidence. Not got much confidence at all. This van's always been a very smoky engine, and when it went in last year it was kind of 1% under what it needed to be. So if a year of my driving and abusing it have made it any worse, then well, there's a chance it's going to fail on emissions, and if it fails on emissions then it needs engine work, and if it needs engine work then it's scrapyard time. I'll put another engine in, and another engine's not so much I just happen to have sat in my shed, not one that'll fit this, so I'd have to buy another engine, and then there's the issue of swapping it and getting it in. So if it fails, I don't know what we're going to do. It's a bit of a puzzle, and plenty of thinking and working out what to do for best. So this could be the last video from the van. Well, here we are at the MOT place. I did just notice on my way in, although it's been here a while, we have one of those hand wash car things opened up in the old garage. I tell you what, you see quite a few of them and they almost make money. It's only soap and water at the end of the day. Well, here we are driving back towards the town centre of York after, well, hey, push the button man, after just been for the MOT, and I have to say we've failed. We've got excessive play in ball joint driver's side, and the two front tyres are worn down to wear markers, so they have to go. One of them's not quite as bad as other, but they've been on a year since I bought them, and being a bit of a Scrooge, I only buy the part one tyres. I don't buy brand spanking new ones unless I can get them at a good price, and last year couldn't find a good price, so I stuck some part ones on and I've got a year out of them. I don't know whether it's a good economy or false economy or what to go doing that kind of thing, but I've got a year out of them and they cost me 25 quid a piece. I don't know how many years I'd expect to get out of a spanking tyre, because there's always that chance that something could happen to it. It could get split by something like a curb, if you catch a curb, many things to bring it to a premature death. So is it better to buy a spanking new tyre and, you know, take that chance, bit of a gamble, or just buy a cheap and nasty 25 quid German imported part one, and then it's only 25 quid if it happens? I don't know. You know, I mean, there's the same chance of it happening to either tyre, so I suppose it comes down to how much a spanking tyre costs over a part one divided by the number of years or mileage that you'd get out of it. Not sure. Well, we're doing better down here than I thought. It's normally a bit more snarled up than this, so we're doing well. But yeah, back to my failure. Back to my failure. Bottom ball joints. I used to love driving Citroen XMs, the big executive class cars. They're known for failures, but if they're maintained well, they're not so bad. They're no different than any other car. And they used to put quite a bit of wear and tear on ball joints due to weight of vehicle. Ball joint just used to unscrew, and they used to be about £7 a piece. Whereas on this one, the ball joint's all part of the arm. So I've got a full arm with 2 other bushes on it, all in one. And that's not £7 a piece, that's more like 50 quid. So I'm not happy. I don't know why they ever invented this mad idea of doing ball joint that way. It still takes the same amount of time to change it. But doing it other way, you'd spend £7 on a ball joint and you know, maybe 15-20 quid on a pair of bushes if you wanted to do all 3 parts. So you'd come in at under 30 quid on that, whereas on this one you've got all the metal piece as well, so it's kind of 50 quid. And why are you changing the metal piece? It's not as though it's worn away or needs much doing with it. I mean, it's gonna last forever. So I'm not too happy with this new entire arm system. I can't see how it makes job any quicker, because you've still got to get ball joint off. So I don't know. And as for tyres will be easy. I'll just wander off down to the tyre place, sit back, watch them do it, and then pay the bill. I'll check the old finances, check prices of tyres, and see what they do cost. So what I might end up doing is, if I can swing it for some spanking new ones, I'll get some spanking new ones, put them on, but once it's been in for retest with the new ones on the front, I'll move them to the back where they're not going to get as much wear and tear, and I'll put the old ones on the front and wear them down, and then when they're worn down, see what I can afford to put them on with. Get the maximum use out of your tyres, wear them down, you know, wear them down to the limit. Don't be wasting money and rubber. Well, that's not been a bit of a bad drive, and I'm kind of at home around this corner. So that's MOT day part 1. Part 2 I think is going to be a much shorter driving video. And there's Emma. Hi Em. I thought she'd caught bus, but no, she's on a bike today.